Hey guys, what's up? Hey Barbies and Kens. Welcome back to the channel, our channel, and if you're new here, my name is Gab, and today I thought it would be a fun video to do like a kind of follow me along getting ready and going to my photo shoot. These are just some of the pictures that were taken during the shoot. I absolutely adore them and love them, and I figured I would show you the steps I took to get there. So this is my dress that I wore. It is from Hot Topic and it is still on the website, bestie, if you're interested in it. And the shoes I wore are from Shein and I believe they are still on the website as well. And yes, they are very comfortable if you're walking on ground that is solid. So let's get into my wig I'm wearing. The wig in the pictures that you could see is pretty curly, and if you missed my one last hair video, I actually straightened it out and it looks pretty incredible now if you ask me. Just a lot of body that was in it, and you gotta love having body in a wig, but it was just a little too much for my liking. So as you could see, I really did smooth it out from that last video to now, and I'm going to show you guys today how I just like to go over my wig when I'm taking care of it and smoothing it out and so forth. So I'm just putting it on my mannequin right now and getting all the materials I need. I just found an incredible hair shop near me, and I'm going to be going there from now on if I want to get installs done, if I want a wig, and their products are incredible. The brush I'm using right now is from there, and then the hair oil I'm going to be using is from there, and I believe I throw it up in the camera at one point too so you could see it because I just adore this stuff. It works really well on my wigs, and it's been really taming the frizz down on them, and just overall me, as you can see, getting the brush through it is pretty simple. But today what I'm going to be doing is taking everything just piece by piece and taking on a 400-degree curling iron wand. No, I do not have a straightener. I use one for this, and I just feel like it works pretty well. And I'm going to be taking chunk by chunk and just straightening it down with the hot wand on both sides. Doing this, in my opinion, for something that is like synthetic or half and half is just, it's a good combo, and I think it really works because some of the synthetic hair really kind of listens to the heat and kind of chills out and so forth, kind of like melts a little bit down. I mean, obviously it's not technically melting that you can see it, but the little fibers do, and it kind of just makes for an overall really good look. Before I forget as well, if you are new to my channel, I actually have alopecia, so that is why I wear wigs. And recently I've just made a GoFundMe. I'll be following up with a YouTube video in regards to the alopecia GoFundMe. But for right now, if you would like to check it out or share or support the fundraiser itself, I will leave it in the description box down below. This is what it looks like if you'd like to search it on the GoFundMe website or app. And I just appreciate everyone who has donated, shared, and looked at it, because if you didn't know, if you get sick and you lose your hair, insurance will not cover it, unfortunately, even in probably if you have the best kind. It's a shame. But continuing on, we are on the other side now of my wig, kind of just getting through it. Again, both sides with the hot wand. And once I got the curl out, it kind of doesn't take me like too long to get through this, which is really nice because I'm not like used to taking care of this much hair. This is my longest wig. Granted, I have my gray one, but I need to cut it down because it's a mess and it's in not good condition. But this is my longest one I own, so I've just been trying to trim it up. As you can see here in the video, I'm just trimming up whatever looks like very bad on the bottom that looks just a little too like split to keep. And I'm going over to the other side now just to put these in halves. That's how I've been doing the head too. I just take the chunk that I want and then I clip the other side or tie it or whatever have you, because it's a lot of hair. after I go through all the hair on the wig, I'll usually go and take my own hair and just, you know, take it out of whatever it's in, fluff it out, and part it the way that I'm doing. Obviously, it does not have to be perfect because I'm throwing a wig cap over this. Note, when you do the, you know, braid your hair technique to put into the wig cap, you want to make sure they are tight braids, but also that they are loose enough that you can pull them behind your head and it isn't going to feel uncomfortable or too tight. I've had them too tight sometimes where they're so close against the back of my head and they're not very loose sitting. That is absolutely so painful. So that is just a good food for thought to remember when it comes to braiding your own hair for comfort, because that's going to be trapped underneath a wig cap, trapped underneath a wig. So it's going to be kind of hard to position, fix up, and go to. I've noticed though, if my braid or my scalp ever itches while I have the wig cap and wig on, I'll just take one of my bobby pins out of my hair and kind of just scratch it through the wig cap. Well, through the wig to the wig cap. Is that ideal? Who knows? But I do it because I'm not going to itch all day. And I'm sure you wouldn't want to either if you were uncomfortable. So, well, here I am. I'm doing the other side of the braid. Pretty self-explanatory. And then we're going to go ahead and put the glue on in the wig. So once I have the wig cap secured and my braids in the back are feeling pretty comfortable to my head is when I'll start getting my glue and stuff ready. Now, the glue I have, I really like. I'm going to pop it up on the screen and get a picture of it so you guys can see it. It's basically like the standard one I feel like a lot of people use and a lot of wig shops sell. And I'm positive that you can find it on Amazon. But to apply it, because it's a little old, I haven't used it in some time, it wasn't coming out of the applicator. So I ended up actually taking one of my old makeup brushes, just flipping it over and using that so I can go ahead and do what I needed to do and put that on the liner of my wig cap so I could set it up. So before I'm even sticking that wig onto my head, I am making sure I have enough product, not too much, but I'm also going to take my hair dryer and just go over it. And I don't like be excessive about it. The glue I have says literally 60 seconds on there. So we're just going to hit that hairline glue for like 60 seconds, I would say. A little more and a little less, and then go ahead and glue it on. I just feel like there's such a better bond when I go ahead and do it that way. Also, I'm having a good cough in between because I was smoking. Because this process took me like over an hour. It was very time consuming, and I don't know, just need something to get by. But look at, there I go. So when I do it, I'm taking the front pieces like that and I'm sticking them down before I even worry about fixing the back of my hair. And some people will take a headband and stuff like that, tie something around the front like a bandana. I don't get that, like, excessive with it. I'm just sitting there sticking, you know, my hand to it
and blow drying it, as you can see, to make sure it's sticking. And then sometimes I'll like lift it up slightly to see if it's sticking or if it's not at all, if I have to redo it. But that was like a first time try right there. I got it pretty well, and I mean, it looks pretty natural. I'm just sitting there. Usually once I have it on my head, I'll go through it with my hands like I'm doing now. Sometimes I'll take some more heat to it if I see spots that are not looking the best, or if I have to like cut one because it's really splitting up. But for the most part, that looks pretty nice. I mean, I don't know, what do you guys think? I think it's laying pretty nice, in at least this day and age. Some days, you know, the front just doesn't want to behave, but yeah, I think it looks good. Now we are going to do my makeup. Very excited about this because, I don't know, I really like this shoot, and I really like the makeup that I had for it. I feel like it made me look very, like, glowy. I kind of felt like a peach. My, like, cheeks were very rosy. I don't know. I just looked really cute that day, and it was a good time. Right now, I'm seeing if I can do some kind of, like, twist thing with my wig, if it'll allow me, but I just didn't like how it looked, and you can kind of see, like, tread underneath, which you do not want, so I decided to stop messing around with it because I just straightened it, and it looked fine the way I had it. So let's get into my makeup. By the way, that Jurassic Park mirror I got at Walmart, and I forgot to show it to you guys, like, for a while. It has a light on the bottom. It's really cool. I couldn't not live without it. I think it still has the paper on the front of it, too, for the mirror part. But, yep, there I go peeling it off. But, I don't know, just figured I would show you guys. They probably don't have it anymore, if I'm being honest, but you can look on eBay.
Okay, so, Gabby, put the mirror down. All right, we are going in to begin with a product that I actually have been using now for, I want to say, like, 2 or 3 years. Absolutely, like, it's my go-to. It is the CoverGirl True Blend Undercover Concealer. I really, really love this stuff. I think if you have a blemish that you need fixed, if you want to use it to enhance your eyeshadow, if you want to get those bags away, as you can see, I'm smearing it everywhere because I love this freaking product. The coverage is amazing. Some days I only use that with a little bit of powder, maybe some foundation here and there. Some days no foundation at all, and just this CoverGirl True Blend. And look at it. I don't know. I just really like how it makes my skin look. Oh, there's a bra in the background. Oops. Oh, well. So I had to yeet that. But yeah, I don't know. I think it just gives an all-over, like, really good look to my complexion. And like I mentioned, sometimes I like to add a little bit of foundation. This one is apparently broken. As you can see, the pump is not working. But that is also CoverGirl True Blend, and that is the hydrating foundation. And I don't know. I've never been one to use the same product. Do you know what I mean? The same line. But I also really like this foundation a lot. I feel like when it comes to the change of seasons like we're in now, I do in the winter, because I'm in Pennsylvania, it's very dry, I like something that's a little bit more thicker. So we'll see what happens when that time comes. But here we are now at my shoot. There's my rainbow dress. I don't know. I just think everything came together so beautifully. I really, really like this one. Originally, we were coming to this field for sunflowers. The sunflowers were dead completely. Was not expecting that. Also, I keep forgetting the one medication I'm on. It probably messes up my eyesight when I am, like, looking out, you know, and that was not fun. So these pictures at the wall were hell for me. A lot of them didn't get because I felt like I was getting blinded out with my retinas, to the point, as you could see, they brought me my hat, because I was like, maybe if I have the hat, at this point I could just cover my eyes and I'll be okay, or like put it off to the side or do something. But oh, if I didn't mention either, which I know I didn't, that's why I'm saying it, my eyelashes are Ayani, and the glue I used was Duo, and I also used CoverGirl blush. It was True Blend again. I really apparently like that line because I don't realize sometimes that I'm getting the same stuff from there. Anyways, I'm like rattling on here. So this is them trying to get some shots of me doing this, but as you can see, and I keep like rubbing the hair out of my face, I'm just getting irritable because I can't
fucking see because I don't have glasses on, and the sun was just, again, blinding. My retina's out. That's me throwing my hat. I'm like, screw the hat. I'm over the hat. I was just getting so frustrated, and I think everybody knew that because I wasn't the only model there. But these are how they turned out, which I like this one a lot. I had the one lady give me her sunglasses because, again, I couldn't see what the fuck was going on. And once I had the glasses on, I really felt more comfortable. And even the photographer said that I looked like myself when I do my pictures, like they were pretty. As you can see from that one's really pretty. And then we went over to this little section with the bench and the flowers growing behind us, the cosmos, and I think this was just such a good place for us to go. The sun was coming towards us, but it was more towards, I want to say 5 o'clock at this point, so everything just looked so much better, and the lighting, I mean, we had a little bit of a shadow, but I didn't feel like I was getting retina burnt out, and love how the hat's falling too in this, as you can see. This is really pretty. I don't know, 10 out of 10, these shots were really comfortable and nice. Like I said, besides the first one with the brick wall, I felt incredibly comfortable in these. And I'm just leaning forward. When they tell me to pose, they're not telling me to pose a certain way. I'm kind of just thinking of every little aspect, every little way that I can move my body as quickly as possible. I kind of think in like a 60-second span, like I could get in probably like 40 poses, you know what I mean? Maybe even 50 if you're doing it for every second, you know what I mean? Or for every time you see that flash go or you hear that camera shutter. So I've been doing this for basically my whole life, and I kind of just know what to do at this point and what will look good, which is crazy because I feel like my brain is so scattered sometimes that like when you're doing this, it is very fast paced. I have ADHD, and I feel like it kind of just flows and works out for me. Now this one is funny because this picture I never would have picked as like one that I love or one that I would have like chose from other ones, but my photographer does pick at the end which ones we choose, and that was one of the ones she chose, and this was another one that she chose, which I think this one is super freaking pretty too. I love how the hat is falling. Sometimes the hat was falling kind of dumb, so this really worked out for me, at least in my opinion. I think it looks cute. But thanks guys for watching this video and kind of coming along on a photo shoot with me. Like and subscribe, and I will see you all in my next video. I love you so much. Bye guys.